Seriously, what was up with our childhoods?
Oh, what does this button do? No, bigger, more energy, with the passion.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 sexual innuendos in animated kids series.
You want to have some real official secret club fun? Yeah.
For this list, we're taking a look at even more adult references from children's cartoons that flew right over our innocent heads and somehow got past the censors.
I know how to make some smiles, Puddin'.
If you didn't see an innuendo you thought should be on this list, be sure to check out our first video of the top 10 sexual innuendos in animated kids series.
Would you like to see my lab?
Number 10, $50 extra, Dexter's Laboratory.
So tell me about yourself.
After firing Dee Dee, Dexter decides to hire a new spastic sister to fill the void in his lab.
Spastic sister, that's what they said, spastic sister, and that's me, so here I am.
He ultimately goes with a woman who possesses curves in all the right places. Prancing around in a ballerina outfit, she presses all of Dexter's buttons.
When can you start?
When Dexter asks her to dance a little, though, she notes that it will cost him an additional fee.
I'd like to see you dance. Oh, okay, but it's $50 extra.
It's safe to say this woman previously worked as an exotic dancer, a porn star, or something else in the love-and-for-hire industry. She might want to be a famous actress, but sadly, there's no role for her permanently on Dexter's lab.
This isn't working. I'll say.
Number 9, Private Parts, Rugrats.
You look different, Tommy.
There comes a time in a young boy's life when he starts to notice girls. In this episode of Rugrats, 1-year-old Tommy first realizes how male and female reproductive organs differ.
Brilliant.
As the babies shed their clothing, Tommy can't help but notice that Lil is missing something below the waist.
Lil, could I ask you a question?
We never hear Tommy's question or Lil's response, but we adults can imagine how their conversation went down. As confusing as this is for Tommy, he'll find there's even more that separates boys from girls when puberty rolls around. Ah, youth.
Ah! Now they're all doing it!
Number 8, Dirty Magazines, Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Eddie, hiding underneath your bed isn't gonna save us from harm's way once the children eventually flake off Ed's wall.
Aside from laughing about sextants, Ed, Ed, and Eddie have never explicitly discussed the birds and the bees out loud.
I missed that! What's it called?
It's called a sextant.
It's obvious that the subject is constantly on their minds, though. This is most notably evidenced in an episode where the three seek refuge under Eddie's bed.
They'll forget about us in no time. Did you see a can opener?
Just as many other growing boys do, Eddie hoards a collection of magazines like Jiggy Jiggy and Chicks. As if those naughty titles aren't blatant enough, Eddie also keeps a box of tissues close by.
No, wait! Give me the stupid can opener, Ed!
Hopefully the boys don't stay under there for too long, cause it doesn't look like Eddie has enough Kleenex to go around.
I am best buddy! Sleep on me!
Number 7, This Is Caca, Two Stupid Dogs.
Sheesh, this is Caca. Why do people come here?
We know the main reason why teenagers go to drive-in movies. Naive kids and these two stupid dogs are none the wiser, however.
Here comes the creature. Look at all those tentacles. Look at those eyes. Hey, that thing's plastic.
Big Dog and Little Dog can't quite figure out what the fuss is all about, but the various automobiles shaking back and forth provide a clear indication. The canines give a couple a terrible case of coitus interruptus by blowing up their car. But it isn't long until the old rock and rollin' resumes.
Why did we come here?
Food.
There is zero doubt that quite a few people were getting lucky that night, but our heroes will never know about it.
Maybe there's food in here.
Number 6, Try My Sausage Hey Arnold.
Man, this is good. You sure you don't want some?
Some sexual innuendos beat the audience over their heads. Others are hidden in the background and are easy to miss.
Oh, by Odin's beard, what I saw, boy!
To catch this innuendo from Hey Arnold, you probably had to pause your TV.
But some kind of eating machine. I've never seen anything like it.
While attending an eating contest, Arnold is surrounded by numerous delectable foods to munch on, including sausage.
There's no way you can beat him, Arnold. You'll die trying.
You see the poster hanging on that fence over there? Read what it says out loud and tell us if it sounds suggestive in the slightest. You could argue that this is just an innocent advertisement for pork products, but we all know what the animators were really trying to get away with.
Now you're talking, short man. Go get him.
Number 5. Premature Departure, Rocco's Modern Life.
Sorry, we full up. Won't have room for another 20 minutes.
On a road trip, Rocco and Heifer decide to stay at the No-Tell Motel for the night. What they don't realize is that nobody checks into this motel to sleep.
Hell, maybe we should try somewhere else.
Yeah, sure. There must be dozens of quality establishments along this road.
Although the clerk says they're all booked up, the best friends score a room after a premature departure.
Oh, we have premature departure. You can have room now.
Believe it or not, that's not even the most jaw-dropping part about this scene.
How long you want?
Just till tomorrow.
All night?
After learning that the two travelers want the room until the next day, he looks at them in total disbelief. And that, kids, is where cartoon babies come from.
Okay.
Number 4. Conjugating, Animaniacs.
You children are making this very difficult.
Animaniacs made a ton of subtle sexual references that none of us got as kids. Heck, the writers managed to sneak multiple innuendos into this one scene alone.
Yakko, can you conjugate?
Oh, me? I've never even kissed a girl.
Although conjugating sounds like a dirty word, it actually means to give the different forms of a verb.
No, it's easy. I'll conjugate with you.
Good night, everybody.
You don't understand.
That doesn't stop Yakko from twisting the word's meaning into something entirely different, though. As Miss Flamel attempts to teach the Warners grammar, the audience gets a lesson in sexual education. Yakko seems just as amazed as anyone that the censors didn't cancel them right then and there.
Let me go to the board and show you.
Don't look.
Number 3. I like meat too much. Freakazoid.
That your family?
Yeah.
Seeing as how Freakazoid came from the same team as Animaniacs, it shouldn't come as a surprise that it too pushed the envelope for children's programming.
Hey, Cosgrove, how come you never got married?
Perhaps the most sexually explicit moment in the show occurs as our titular hero asks best friend Mike Cosgrove why he never married. Apparently, it's because the police sergeant loves meat more than he could ever love a woman.
Because I like meat too much.
There are a couple of different ways one could interpret this comment, many of which imply Cosgrove is down for the savory taste of warm, greasy sausage.
You could be married and still eat a lot of meat.
I didn't know that.
Number 2. Rev Up Your Harley, the new Batman adventures.
La 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 la.
Harley Quinn's hopeless devotion and attraction to the Joker is beyond disturbing, especially for a show aimed at kids.
Go away, I'm busy.
Oh, come on, Puddin'.
What really gets under our skin, however, is the thought of her tickling his funny bone. If Harley trying to seduce her puddin' in a pool of pudding doesn't confirm their sexual relationship, this moment certainly does.
Don't you want to rev up your Harley? Vroom, vroom.
Wearing an outfit that leaves very little to the imagination, she attempts to get the clown prince of crime to rev up his Harley.
Oh, sweetie, I got the whoopee cushion.
The Joker is in such a sour mood, however, that not even the whoopee cushion can cheer him up.
Know this, my sweet. The death of Batman must be nothing less than a masterpiece.
Before we get to our top pick, here is an honorable mention.
Patrick, you can't. That's it. Patrick, your genius is showing.
Where?
Number 1. Pencil Sharpener, The Powerpuff Girls.
Hello, Mayor.
For a show that looked like sugar, spice, and everything nice, the Powerpuff Girls sure did work in a lot of racy jokes. Did you ever notice when Buttercup slipped condoms into Professor Utonium's pocket?
And cologne, breath mints, and cufflinks, and some of these.
How about the time the girls tried to determine the gender of a nutty squirrel?
Squirrels eat nuts, stupid.
Girls?
Even those risque moments can't compete with this scene, though, as the attractive Ms. Bellum causes the mayor to break his pencil.
Good day, Ms. Bellum. How is every little...
In what might be the most salacious image in the entire series, the secretary takes her boss's hand and whips out the pencil sharpener.
Here, let me help you with that.
The expression on the mayor's face speaks volumes.
Miss Bellum, is there something on your mind?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Do you agree with our list? What sexual innuendo blew your fragile little mind?
Oh, that fool, that poor, misguided, brave little fool.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
The TV show? TV show? This isn't a TV show. I'm a real little boy, and this is my lab.